Hi everyone, it's Leanne Christine of Consciously Creating, and I'm coming to you through this video to just bring a couple really interesting topics to you. It's I really wish you were here live with me because this is a really three kind of little key pieces, little jewels, and I was having a conversation with someone the other day about creating, and these were some of the questions that came up about being in a creative structure, creating what you love, and just choosing that and going forth towards it. And one of the things that they brought up, and it was really interesting, was they said that creating, it's just another process. Why do I want to create more process in my life? And justified question if that's how you're feeling. But what I want to, and how I want to respond to that is, it's creating is not just another process. It's an experience of yourself inside your life. It's part of self-realizing. And I gave a talk a couple of weeks ago about creating equals self-realizing. They are a two-in-one package, so to speak. And so it can't be necessarily a process, like a heavy process. You know, I think that's where the energy was lying in that term, a process, like a heavy process. And it's really just an experience. It can be a dance, it can be a trot, so to speak. Just imagine yourself, you see a little river and you want to get to the other side, and there's these beautiful, laid out just like steps across the river, just these little rock pads that are above the water, and you can just hop from one, hop to the other, and hop to the other, and then you're on the other side. And I think, metaphorically speaking, that's kind of the experience that we're saying yes to when we're in a creative structure. We have a vision of what we want to experience, who we want to be, maybe, or something that we want to create. And so it's on the other side of the river. We can see it. We have a vision of it. It's there. And we're choosing it and saying yes to it and then going towards it. And you see these little rocks in the river, these little stepping stones, and you kind of just hop to the first one happily, hop to the next one happily, hop to the next one happily. And that's kind of what's available to us as creators, is to experience creating in this very lively, exciting way. And it's not to say that there may be obstacles or feelings of doubt that, oh, maybe I can't make it to the third rock because it's a little further away than the first two. Do I have the leg span or the energy to hop that far? Do I have the flexibility to hop that far, and the strength? And so that question might pop up. And of course, that question can be acknowledged and worked with, because it's fun. Why not acknowledge that doubt? Why not acknowledge it and say hello to it and greet it kindly with love and acceptance? Like, yeah, it's there. Let's look at it straight in the eyes and say, because it's fun. You might be doubting that you can do it, but do you want to try anyways? Do you want to just try anyways and just see what happens? Because that's really it. You're creating to see what happens a lot of the time. And a lot of the time, the end result is not going to be exactly what you envisioned. It could be better, incredibly, like a million times better, more than what can be possibly imagined in this moment that you're choosing it. Or maybe it's just different, but still the end result, because you just went for it. And I think, you know, I'm just looking at all the other points, that creating is hard work, and then when you finally get it, it just kind of falls apart. And I think, you know, that's just an element of fear. That's just natural part. That's just like the doubt. So you've chosen it, you're kind of going for it. And then this fear comes in that says, but what if I lose it all? Once I get it, what if I lose it all? I don't trust that I can keep it. I don't trust that, you know, that the universe will still supply me with more of it and expand more into this end result that I'm you know, stepping towards. And I think, you know, when we face whatever resistance is coming up, or whatever doubt is coming up, or what belief is coming up that's saying no, don't take any action whatsoever, or don't go for it, don't, it's too scary. All we do is we greet it. We say hi, I see you. I'm not going to ignore you because you're right there, and it's just part of the journey. It's just what it is. And so there's this, you know, this um relaxation that can naturally be part of this process of creating. And just when you look at the fear, when you look at the doubt, when you look at whatever it is that's saying no and don't do it, it's like you're facing it. That's just it. You're saying hi to it. And so it just, the grip of it just loosens a bit. And then there's can be this like familiarity to the feeling of doubt, or familiarity to the feeling of fear. And it kind of just becomes, oh yeah, okay, there you are again. There's fear again. Okay. Oh, there's doubt again. Okay, cool. I know you. Because I didn't push you away this time, right? I didn't push you away. I took a look at you. I invited you in. I sat you down, and I explained how things are going to happen, right? How we're going to take action no matter what. You just are. And so the joy can begin to grow and expand in this process. And in the beginning, it may seem like it's not there, like it's hard, or the fear of things falling apart once you do receive your end result. But it's really, once you're there in your end result, you've done the work. You know, you've faced things, you've felt things, you've let it be part of the process, let it be part of you. And it's no longer, the fear doesn't have that same grip on it. It's not as present. It'll come up and return in different ways. And when you expand into making different choices and going further along in your dream and your vision, and it's going to pop up again in different ways. But this process you've done, this already have experiencing your end result, gives you your sea legs. It gives you some stability, a foundation of familiarity with creating. And so so it can become more easeful, more joyful. And this is a muscle that's just being expressed and experienced and built up and strengthened. And that's all it is. And yeah, and then there was this really interesting question of, well, why bother going for something? And doesn't that kind of say that what I'm doing now is not okay? And so I want to comment to that too, because these are really great questions. These are really, because we can unpack them. We can talk about them right now so that they don't become a limiting factor in you going forward. And so, yes, bother. Yes, go forward. Yes, choose something and take some inspired action that feels phenomenal, and then self-realize in this end result. It doesn't mean that something's not okay right now, but are you fully enjoying everything that's here right now, that's happening? And do you not have a vision for something else? Is there not something else that you want to create? There's nothing wrong with right now. We're just acknowledging that this could be better, or this could be more fun, or I want this experience that's brand new for me, brand new, haven't had it before, but I want it. Why? Because it's fun, because I love it. And so we're not saying something's wrong with the current moment. We're just accepting this is our current moment. This is where we are. There's no judgment in it. It's just what it is. I'm sitting in front of you right now, enjoying this conversation and feeling the passion and understanding that I have in creating. And that feels good to me. I love it. And that doesn't mean right now isn't great. It just means I want to experience more of how great things feel, or I want to experience a different flavor or a different direction or a different experience of what's already amazing. And so we just go for it. But more often than not, we do not go for it. And I think that's just the little pinch. It's sort of like you have this current reality that I accept, beautiful, not a problem. And I have a desired reality that I would like to experience, either of myself, an experience, or something I want to create. And all you're doing is noticing, well, what's in between all that? Am I going for it, or am I not going for it? Why am I not going for it? Because if it's something I want, why am I not going for it? And so we're just kind of observing what's in between these two points in time, or in our field, in this moment. These are the 2 points. I'm here. This is what I'd like to experience. What's going on in the middle part? That's all. It's just what's going on in there. Is there resistance? Is there doubt? Is there fear? Let's greet it. Let's bring it to the table. Let's use it to our advantage, because we learned something about ourselves, about how we feel, what we think, what we believe in, what our perception is. We're always learning. And so this is what I wanted to bring today, or some unpacking of these typical statements that you might say if you're embarking on or contemplating entering into a really beautiful creative structure in your life, where you're not focusing on what's wrong or trying to fix yourself, but rather you are focusing on something that you want to create, and you are taking action on those things, and you are inviting and accepting all resistance along the way, and just working with that as it comes up, dissolving some of it as it comes up, so that it doesn't become something that is stopping you from creating what you love. And so, yeah, these are just normal thought processes, normal resistances to the process. And I just wanted to share that with you today, because I am very passionate about this, and I work with my clients on these deep questions, and I wanted to share them with you today and give you some insight onto those questions and contemplations. So enjoy whatever you have learned today, or have questions. I would love to hear from you. Post your questions or your insights to how you relate to this topic and these questions about creating. And I can't wait to see you again. I'm super excited. I'll be presenting some new material very shortly about what I do with my clients. And it's really exciting. I'm just putting it together now, so that will come soon. If you're watching this from YouTube, you can find this group where I do most of my posting and engagement. It's called Being in Creation on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Come ahead and join us, and let us know what you're creating, and how you feel about any one of these topics. And I'm excited to see you again, and enjoy your day today, and keep creating. Love you until next time.